Well, I imagine everybody's had this happen at least once or twice. Come out on a hot day, your truck's sitting outside, and lo and behold, no rear view mirror. Falls right off. So thought I'd just do a little video of mounting this rear view mirror. I just get this Permatex kit whenever I have it, and $1.50. And you can get her going again. It's pretty easy to do, but I thought I'd do a video of it anyway, just in case there's somebody out there that would like to see how I do her. Alright, here's what I start out with for tools and supplies and whatever you want to call it. Here's your adhesive that comes out of your packet, and this is a cleaner towelette that comes in there, but I also use rubbing alcohol, and then I got my little rag here. You're going to want a permanent marker, and that's so you can outline your height. You can outline the whole button, that's what they usually tell you to do, but I just do the height, just so I got it on there at the right height. The reason I do, I guess, is because I've usually got something that indicates where it's got to go there, and you can see this cable hanging down there. It's got to be in front of that cable. It's usually in the center of the windshield, so. But I suppose if you want it exact, then you probably should outline the whole thing. But anyways, that's kind of enough of that. And then need either a Phillips screwdriver or sometimes an Allen wrench to take your bracket out of your mirror. And I'll get things ready and we'll go on. Alright, now on this in here, for the first time, for me anyways, I had to actually pry this out of there. For some reason it was stuck in there pretty good. I've never had that happen before. But anyways, it feels like there's something sticky on there. But that shouldn't happen, but if it does, just take a little small screwdriver or something, pry it out of there. Almost looks like some mirror glue got stuck on it. I don't know how that would happen, but okay, now before I take and clean this stuff off of here, you can see the glue from the old install. I'm going to take and put a mark on top, one on bottom, and then it's really easy to get these on upside down. I've discovered that before. This is shaped, if you want to kind of use your imagination, think of that as being shaped somewhat like an arrow. It's narrower at the top than it is at the bottom. Well, make your arrow point up, and then make sure one side's wider than the other. You got to make sure that the wide part is facing inside the vehicle. That's kind of important. No, it's not kind of important, that's very important actually. Okay, and then just use your Stanley knife or some kind of a scraper blade or a razor blade or whatever, and scrape the old glue off of there. Usually it's not too hard to get it off of there, and you might lose a little bit of your mark. That's no big deal, as long as you got enough on there to see. Okay, now that I got that off of there, I'm going to do something a little bit extra here on these marks. I'm going to put a line out further here, little arrow, and one further here, a little arrow. And that way, because I'm getting ready to clean that off, one thing that removes permanent marker is alcohol. So when I go to clean that off, the permanent marker is going to go with it. Okay, I got to sit you down for a second here. I don't know what you're going to see. Looks like you see my dash. Okay. And then just get you some alcohol in your little rag and make sure that that's good and clean. Okay. And as you can see, no leftover mark. And it's nice and dry. And now I will use their towelette and do the same thing with their cleaner. And I can't quite see what opens that package, so I'm going to go ahead and slice it open. I do have a sharp tool right here before me. Probably take me longer to get this out of the package than we'll do anything else. Okay. Well, that's stuck in there pretty good too. Probably mirror glue, huh? Alright. Then we'll just clean it some more. Make sure you clean very much, at least the area you're going to be on. It makes a big difference on that sticking. Wipe it off a little. Okay. Now the glass itself is prepped. That stuff dries pretty fast. You don't have to sit there and wait for it to dry forever. Then get the right side of your button. And get your glue. And well, that didn't. I can see that didn't tear it where it was supposed to tear. That's right, I got a sharp instrument. See if I can do this without cutting the end off my finger. Alright, and then it only takes a couple drops on the back of this, so it don't take very much of this stuff. It's going to spread right on out, so. And pointing up, fat side towards you. Just take it, put it up on there, and hold it in place. I can't see which way my camera's pointing, so I hope you're getting this. Let it sit there, and sit there. Once it's there, let go of it. And now we got the button there. And it don't take too long for that to dry, but I give it plenty of time, so I'm going to go ahead and let it dry, and we'll come back and do some more. Well, while I was waiting, I went ahead and cleaned the mirror up a little bit, make it look pretty again. Of course, I got fingerprints on it again already. And I'm going to go ahead and take those marks off the windshield now, since I don't need them. And again, like I say, all you need is rubbing alcohol to take off. You can take permanent marker off of just about anything with rubbing alcohol. I haven't found anything that it didn't work on. And I got about another 5 minutes I'm going to wait. I notice on the instructions it even says to wait 15 minutes, so we'll wait another 5 minutes, and then we'll put the mirror on and tighten her up, plug it in, and it should be ready to go. Okay, it's been a little bit over 15 minutes now. So now the next stage is just to drop your mirror onto the bracket. Get it all the way down on there. Tighten the screw up. Getting tight. And plug your plug into the back, and after you get your connector plugged in and it's tightened down, just adjust your mirror and you're all set to go. Now if you get that on wrong or something like that there, and you need to take that button back off there, just take something like a thin scraper or something like that there, slide it right up as close to the windshield as you can behind the tab along one edge, and just tap it with a hammer. And it might take 2-3 taps, but usually you can tap those right back off, and then just get you a whole nother kit and start all over again. $1.50 is, I'd rather start over than to try to deal with an improperly mounted mirror. But anyways, thanks for watching.